Well, hello, everyone. I am Nicole, and it is my pleasure to be interviewing once again the infamous Dana Taylor Bell. And today we're going to be talking about and chatting and interviewing about Inner Circle with Coach Kebie Whitehead. Inner Circle is an incredible program that she offers to her individual coaching clients. Also allows us an opportunity to collaborate in a group as well as individually. And so we are going to be chatting about Dana's experience in Inner Circle. And so, Dana, if you wouldn't mind, just introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about why you started to coach. Excuse me. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for a living.
Okay, all right. Yes. So as Nicole stated, I am Dana Taylor Bell. I live in Sacramento, California, and I am a wife. I have 4 children, and I am a grandma of 7 now. For a long time, I was saying six, but we recently had an addition, so I am a grandma of 7. Let's see, I work for the state of California. I am a facilities manager, and I've been with the state for 31 years. And I love network marketing. I love helping people. I also just love being a resource for people in the community, just asking questions and needing a direction of where to point a person to get additional help with various things. So I just love supporting people, serving people. That's who I am.
Love it, and you definitely do all of those things well. So thank you for being on today. So tell us a little bit, or tell us how you met Kebie and how long have you been working with her?
So I met Kebie in 2013, and we were both in the same network marketing company, and it was time for a convention. You know, you have the big yearly annual conventions, and I believe this one was probably like in Dallas or something where we were having the convention, and she had an extra ticket. I believe that her husband was not going to be able to attend, and so someone had told me, hey, I know you didn't get your ticket, but I saw this lady, Kebie, she's got one for sale. You need to connect with her and see if you can buy her ticket. And sure enough, I was able to purchase that ticket. And yeah, I started following her on social media after that, and just kind of, hey, how are you doing? You know, from afar, saying, hi, and just kind of stalking her and seeing what she was doing. And in 2017, it's funny because I had to go back and think about when I started taking classes with her. So in 2017, I started taking art of social media class. But actually, prior to art of social media, she had a series of videos that she had published about eating on a budget, meal prep, how to make salads in a jar. And that is actually the first course, I guess you could say, as far as learning that I took from Kebie. So that was even prior to social media. So yeah, so I've been with Kebie since 2017.
Wow, me too. And I just love it. I love that you and I, well, we met before that, but I love that we've had this connection with Kebie for that long. I honestly didn't know how you came to know her prior to her classes. That's awesome. Okay, now that you've been working with her for such a long period of time and you've been in Inner Circle for most of that time, how would you say coaching with Kebie through Inner Circle has improved your business and your life?
Well, I'll tell you, it has helped me to really come up with solutions, because oftentimes I have issues I need to deal with, but I don't always have a solution. And it's funny because in taking classes with Kebie, I've realized that some of the solutions that we've come up with actually help in different areas. It helps with work, it helps with your home life, it helps with the business. And so, yes, with Kebie, I've learned about social media, and which is, the direction we're going as far as businesses are concerned. You got to be on social media. So I've learned the ins and outs, what to do, what not to do on social media. I've learned about systems, putting systems in place that you can just hand over to the next person and it's fully duplicatable. And I've also learned about work-life balance, because we know that we have, there's pillars, right, that we should all be working on, our relationships, physical, financial, spiritual. And so since being involved with the inner circle, it has helped me to develop in all of those areas. And yeah, so I mean, I just love being part of the inner circle.
Wow, and developed all four of them working with her is really extraordinary. Now, just as a side note, I realize it's not on our list of questions, but I would imagine, and I'm just going to make a guess, that working on all those pillars may or may not have been done all at once. What did you start with initially, and where would you say you kind of come along through your evolution as a person throughout the last 5 years or 6 years?
Well, let's see, where did I start? I want to say that I started on business, because that's initially what I was focused on. And then when I realized that Kebie has this special gift, she really does, I started working on other aspects, developing relationships. And so that's where I am now, as well as spiritual. So one of the things that I love is that all of these are all in alignment with who I am, and you can't have one without the other. So developing in all of those areas are what I needed to be who I am and be the better Dana since 2017 when I first met Kebie.
Wow, that's a powerful statement to your relationship with her and certainly your trust with her over the years. So that is extraordinary. I'm glad that you said that. All right, our next question is name one thing that you love about meeting one-on-one with her.
Oh, I love it that it's me time. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. And it could be work, it could be home, it could be business, whatever it is that I want to talk about during that time, she is open to that. And I love the fact that when we talk about maybe a certain situation, that the solutions that she may give me or recommendations that she may give me are really for me, based on who I am, my personality, which she has come to learn, my strengths, the things that I need to work on. So yes, when she gives suggestions and recommendations, they are based on my personality. Since she's come to know me as my coach, those solutions are specific to me handling a certain situation. So I just love it that it's me time, it's Dana's time, and I can talk to her and bend her ear about whatever it is. Sometimes I just need to get something off my chest about whatever, and she's there. And she'll say, and here's what I love is this is how she always starts the conversation. All right, what are we here to talk about? And so it's so open-ended, I can start wherever I want to start.
I love that.
Yes. So what are we here to talk about? So back to
The
you.
floor is yours, right? It's
The
just really
floor
very
is
cool.
yours.
Very
Yeah.
cool. And not a lot of coaches would do something like that. You know, I would imagine everyone comes with an assignment of things to chat about. And I think over time, especially with the one-on-one situation, it is really about you and her coaching through to help you get what you want. Which is really great.
Absolutely.
All right. And now you mentioned spiritual growth as a part of one of the pillars that you have been strengthening over the years. You have been a panelist, I think, on every book that we have covered in the Rock Success Through Scripture program. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, why you got started in that, and how that's helped you over the years?
Yeah, so actually, when this first started, I was a looky-loo. I was watching you guys. I would get up early in the morning because I wanted to be there when you actually did it live and on the, instead of on the recording. So I kind of watched you guys for the first book or two, and then I became a panelist. Um, it really has strengthened me. That was one of the things that I did. Area I wanted to grow in was spiritual, and I'm one of those that I can't just sit down and just read and then that's it. So for us to be able to get together and bring our takeaways, I love it because sometimes someone says something that, oh, wow, I didn't think of it like that. So I just love it because it is a true study. And since being a panelist, it has held me accountable. If I raise my head and I say, okay, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. Versus, just, sitting back and listening, it's something different, but it has held me accountable because I know that others are counting on me. If I say I'm going to be there to help lead the study or cover whatever chapter we're going to cover, then I'm being held accountable, and integrity is very important to me. And so that is one of the areas that I have grown in, and also being vocal, being able to talk on a forum type panel like we are in. I'm not a real vocal person, but I do like the fact that since being on the panel, I feel like I do have a voice, and that has allowed me to speak up more in other areas when I see fit.
Wow, wow, that's really powerful skill that you're learning through the panel, and that it's just benefited you interpersonally, in your heart, right? So that's huge. But then to also be able to use those skills, because you're also learning interviewing skills as well in this
Yes.
class, right? So when
Mhm.
you're hosting, which at some point we do have an opportunity to host the book club, we each kind of take turns, which is great. So you're learning skill. Is there anything you want to add about that?
Oh yeah. So yeah, interviewing. Um, there's a knack to it, because you can be on the other side, the person asking the questions and then you answering them. That's, I want to say, the easy part. But yeah, when you are the one on the other side actually asking the questions like you're doing here with me, Nicole, there may be some other areas where you might want to emphasize on, and you got to maybe remind that person, hey, well, what about this area? Or what about that area? And also, what's important is that as a leader, you have to be able to guide the conversation,
Mm.
because when you're in business and you're talking with people, whether it's an interview or just a Zoom, a training, you want to make sure that you are in control. So being a panelist and having the interviewer skills, um, that has helped tremendously in various areas. And I'll have to also add that. So we've started a book study, a book club at my job. And so, they asked, hey, who wants to join us with that? Raise my hand. Hey, do you have any suggestions on how this should flow? The book has questions. They have questions in the book, but anybody have any opinions? So of course, I raised my hand and gave my opinion. I've been a part of book studies before, and this is how we do it, and it works out great.
That's awesome. So it is what I am hearing you say is that everything that you're learning, not only in class, but one-on-one, gives Kebie an opportunity to not only get to know you, what areas in your life that you need to build skill around, or overcome various different, perhaps an obstacle of some kind that will help you improve not only your business success, but also interpersonal success, work success. It sounds like over time that has been the result of what Inner Circle has done for you so far.
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't mean to put words in your mouth, but that's what I hear. And I have one last question. Sorry, let me get to that question. Would you recommend Inner Circle to people who have been in business with Kebie or not in business with Kebie? And if so, why?
Yes, I would recommend Inner Circle with people for people who really just they need an ear, they need a coach. And it could be something on a personal level, it could be business. Kebie has a gift of discernment, and she's a very gifted lady. And I would say that she really truly cares about the success of people. So if you have a mission, a vision, whatever it is, she wants to help you with that. And she has the tools, the knowledge, and the ability to help in those areas. And one of the things that she will always say is, hey, if I can't help you in that specific area, I may give you some tools that can help you with that, or refer you to someone else that can help you in that area. And I love that about her, because it's always about the person she's coaching. It's not about her. It's not me. It's about the person she's coaching, and she wants to be able to help them succeed in whatever it is that they are doing. So I would say, if you are needing coaching for your business, coaching for work, coaching in your personal life, relationships, Kebie can help you in those areas.
I love it. Thank you so much, Dana. That was awesome. I think that we wrapped up all of our questions for that. So thank you again for your time to be able to share the love of Coach Kebie Whitehead and Inner Circle. And we'll be talking to you on our next interview.
All right.